Hi everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to do this really fall inspired kind of dark makeup look today. So if you are interested in figuring out how I did this, then please keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is go in with the Anastasia pomade and I'm going to put on my brows. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild foundation in porcelain and I'm going to use this to carve out the bottom of my brow along with setting a lighter base for my lid so the colors can pop. And I did not set this, but I did go in with the Androgyny palette in the shade Charm, which is a beautiful orange shade, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush and blend this all in my crease and just kind of get it really blown out and saturated, because this whole look is going to be a very saturated look. Oh, by the way, please remember, or well, I'll tell you, but put some tape on. I forgot to put some tape on and you're gonna need it for this look. Next thing I'm gonna do is go in with the Morphe 350 palette and use this light brown shade, and I'm gonna take a small blending brush and blend this into the crease of my lid, and then I'm going to go back in with Charm just to help soften and blend it out, because I'm going to go back and forth with a lot of the same colors over and over and over because I have OCD and I just really want a nice smooth gradient. So yeah, I'm a little crazy. Going in with this red brown shade in the palette, I'm going to take a blending brush and blend this from the outer part where the tape is to the inner part of my lid or crease, and we're just going to slowly deepen it up. Now I wanted to go a little deeper, so I got this warm brown shade and I'm putting it in the exact same place and just focusing it a little lower and more deeper because we're going to cut the crease, and I want this all to look really nice and dark, so when we cut it, it's really contrasted. And then I'm going to go back in with the reddish shade that we were using and blending that together just so we can have a smoother gradient. And then going in with Dominatrix from the Androgyny palette, I'm using that to darken the crease a whole lot. This color is perfect. It was the right amount of deepness, and I'm focusing this on the area where the tape is and everywhere else in the crease that I'm going to cut so it looks nicer. And then I'm going back in with Charm just to blend that out, and I'm going to go back in with all the other colors that I was using because I want this to be a nice smooth gradient, because that Dominatrix is going to be the closest shade to where we cut the crease, so it's really dark, so when we put the lighter color there, it's going to look really bright. Now going in with this white shade, I'm putting this where the arch of my brow is to use it as a highlight, and also I didn't really like the color it left on the orange, so I'm going back in with the orange and blending that out, and then of course I'm going back in with all the other browns and blending that out, so it's a lot of blending. Now we're finally going to cut the crease. So take your time with this. This honestly takes me like 7 minutes to do, but we're just doing a half cut crease. And then after that, we're going to go in with the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to use the shade Primavera and Vermeer right there. Mix those two together and put them on the inner part of the crease. And I'm going to go in a diagonal shape, okay? Because I want this color to be where the creases, like if you look on my other eye, like I want it to be brighter where we cut it, because I just feel like it just looks smoother. So that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm just gonna focus it all the way over where the crease is and blend it out toward the tape. And then I'm going back in with Dominatrix just a little bit because I felt like where the tape was, it needs to be really dark and it wasn't dark enough. Now going in with frosting, I'm going to use that as the transition from the Vermeer and Primavera to the other brown shades, because I felt like it'd be a little too harsh, and I think that this was a good move because I think this really nice like golden yellow looks really nice with it. Now going in with Charm, I'm going to pack it on in a diagonal shape. Everything's diagonal. Frosting, the Vermeer shade, this, everything. And then I'm blending Charm out toward the tape. I'm not blending it in toward my eye, but outward. And just keep packing it on so you don't lose the color, but I don't want it too packed on to where it doesn't look blended and smooth, so I'm just going back in with Frosting and Charm to soften them out. A lot of going back and forth, like I said. And then after that, I started realizing I needed a deeper color. I needed another color to blend those two. So I went in with a red because I was like, this red is perfect. Cherry Soda for the Blood Sugar palette is a beautiful red. I'm going to pack it on diagonally and I'm going to put it on my lid because I just thought it was the perfect color from that transition of the orange to the brown, because, you know, I just need another color because I love a good gradient. I'm annoying, I know. But basically pack it on sideways, diagonal, and then I went in with Charm, and then I went in with the brownish shade from the palette, not Dominatrix, but like a reddish brown shade, because I wanted to blend that and soften it. And then I went back in with Dominatrix and focused that on the outer part of the lid, because that should be the darkest part of the makeup. And I didn't think it blended very well, so I went in with this orangey shade and this brown shade to mix the red shade with Dominatrix, and see how like it just looks a little smoother, or is it just me? But I think it just looks a lot better, so that's what I did. And then, you know, I went back in with the red and the orange and the frosting to bring those back, because I didn't want it to get muddy or anything, but that's, you know, what I did. Like right here with frosting, I just feel like it's starting to really come together. It's a process, just trust in the process. But now we get to take the tape off, and it actually hurt a little bit, but it wasn't as clean as I wanted, so that's totally okay. Go in with a makeup wipe or a Q-tip with some makeup remover and clean it up. And then I'm going back in with the Vermeer and Primavera, and I'm fixing kind of where that crease cut is, because I just wanted that to be really, really highlighted. Out of everything, that needed to be, I don't know, like, I was focused, okay? But now I went ahead and did my makeup off camera, and I'm going in with Charm, and we're going to blend this all over the lash line, okay? Or no, under the lash line. And then I'm going to go in with Cherry Soda, and I'm going to focus that from the outer part of my lash line into the center, because I don't want this to get too heavy, and I just really want that nice smoke out effect, you know? So after I do that, I took my finger and I actually blended the edges a little bit, just very gently, okay? But I know it's not good to do, but I did it anyway. And then I'm going in with Dominatrix, which on this pencil brush, and I'm focusing that on the almost like outer eighth of my lash line, and I'm kind of blending it in with the red, but I don't go as far as I did with the red, because I don't want this to get too dark and smoky to where it just looks like a hot mess, you know? So just blend it to your liking, but I didn't want to go too smoky because I knew I would definitely be able to go overboard. Now going in with this NYX pigment in Vegas Baby, my favorite, I used it to highlight the inner corner of my eye, and then going in with this Anastasia lipstick or liquid lip in Ashton, and that's literally it. That's the rest of the look. I had a lot of fun making this look. I am just so ready for fall. I don't know about you, but I am so flippin' ready. Like, I can't be the only one. But yeah, so this is the inspired look. I hope you liked it. Please leave a like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.